Hello, everyone. I am going to mute myself because I do have some background noise, and I am going to bring on Maayan so that you can meet her and learn from all of the things that she has to share regarding building a good, solid business foundation. So, Maayan, would you like to just take a moment and introduce yourself? Tell a little bit
Sure,
about who you are and how you got into your business and how you've evolved a little bit.
sure. Well, nice to meet you all. I'm Maayan Bar. I'm the founder of Top Ad Online, a digital marketing agency that specializes in helping businesses grow and scale up. Um, Today, I'm here to share with you great information. And actually, I grew up in Israel and I moved to Florida 8 years ago. When I moved here, I worked as a salesperson in trade shows and all across the US, selling skincare, medical devices for a good 7 years, which helped me a lot with what I'm doing nowadays, and I'll get to it in a second. 3 years ago, I started my agency right when COVID started, right? No more trade shows, so I had to evolve to that. And my dream was really to help businesses grow and scale up. So I started with Facebook ads. That was the one thing that I've done for a good 2 years. And as I was doing this, I noticed that it can't just be Facebook ads. It also needs to be coaching and helping them convert those leads that comes in into sales, which is what I did for a good 7 years in the trade shows as a salesperson, just sell. So that was a really great skill. And before that, in Israel, I actually studied graphic design and web building. And that came in very handy when I needed to build landing pages. And down the road, customers start to ask for websites. And the business just evolved to search engine optimization, building websites, and coaching, and just to give this whole system to support the businesses to grow and scale and see the missing links in each business, because each business is very unique. It can be a single person, it can be a business that grows, and up to medium businesses. I don't work with bigger ones because it takes much more and I'm not ready for that yet. But yeah, so that's how I started.
Yeah, so you're a full-scale marketing agency. Would you say that's correct?
Correct. That's correct. Now I have a
Awesome.
whole team to do all of it.
Okay. So one of the questions I wanted to ask you, you mentioned when you stated that you were interested in coming on here. Your topic really was about how to build a strong foundation for your business.
Right.
So can you just talk to me a little bit about that? I know you have some slides to share as well, so I'm going to pass that over to you so you can do some sharing.
Sure. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, can you see it? Okay. So to build a strong foundation really takes a lot, but start with a clear foundation, a clear mission, and a vision. That means you need to know what you want the bottom lines to be. You need to build a solid business plan to outline your goals. And then in your goals, you need to know what you want. It can be to build a community. It can be to increase engagement with the right audience. And if you do that, you can also lead to converting it to leads, to customers, to sales and revenue. So really to have your goals is very, very important. Now, if you have your goals nailed down, then you build your marketing strategy. You need to have a strong offer. You need to have your goals. You need to know your audience pains, problems, and fears. And then when you know all their problems and fears, you actually know how to solve it and come with a solution. So when you see a problem in the market and you have a solution, that's where your clientele start to grow. Now, in your marketing strategy, I highly recommend you to choose, there are so many platforms out there right now. It's like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn, and you just like all over the place. When someone tells you you need to create content, you get so overwhelmed. So I recommend you to, first of all, when you understand who's your market audience, who's your target audience, who's your niche, then you know where they're at. Let's say, and I'm saying it carefully, of course, there's always exception, but on TikTok, it would be generally mostly younger generation. If we're gonna look at Facebook, it would be, let's say, 30 and up. So if your target audience, let's say, is mostly on Facebook, then focus on Facebook, and it's easy to share to Instagram because it's the same platform. And then make sure that you're consistent with your content. You can plan ahead and schedule your post for the whole month. You don't have to deal with it every single day. But when people see you constantly, and it's like you building trust. Oh, I've seen this person before. Oh, she keeps coming back. That you become the authority. You build trust. People know they can trust you because you're all the time in the same platform. So this is really important. If you just come and go, you post one thing, oh, it didn't work, and then you post another, oh, it didn't go viral. That's not how it works. People will trust you when they see you doing it regularly, and it takes time.
Yes, it does. It's so interesting you said that, because one of the last presenters said it takes between 7 and 15 touch points for people to be ready
Exactly.
to work with you. So keep being consistent.
That's right. And of course, also with your business plan, you need to have financial projection. This will help you to track your progress and, of course, to achieve your success. Next, you need to build a strong brand identity. How you do it? First of all, you need to define your brand. You need to develop your strategy. You need to know your target audience. If it's, let's say, if you have a spa, for spa, you need to have more colors that are green, relaxing. If you're a bank, you need more like bluish colors that resonate more with trust, and so on. So your brand identity also connects with your logo, your color scheme, and all of that together. And after you have that, you need to make sure your identity is on all your platforms, similar on your website, similar on your social media, similar on your email marketing. Don't confuse people. Try to stick with the same colors, same message, same language that you're using all across. This is super important. As well as your advertising, of course. Next, we have effective leadership and skill dedicated team. This is more for bigger businesses. If you have, let's say, more than 5 people, then if you want to come off as a strong leader, you definitely want to motivate and inspire a team. You want to make strategic decisions, and this will help to build really successful business. And then with your team, what you want to do is to have people that will be dedicated, and doing that will take to share your vision and to show that you're committed to achieving your business goals.
That's awesome. So speaking of working with a team and a dedicated team, talk to me a little bit about when you know it's time to really step into building that team and hiring that team.
Okay, great. So really, when you're feeling overwhelmed with all the things that you have, and you have a financial projection and your marketing strategy and your goals all together, that's the step where you can understand that you're on track. And that will lead me to my next slide. And really, if you're finding yourself overwhelmed, you can't effectively manage all the aspects of your business, you're missing your deadlines, your quality of work start to decline, and you're burnt out, that's really when you should start hiring someone else, because we all businesswomen knows and feel how it is to just manage your whole business from all the things I just mentioned in the first slide. It's a lot. And just to get on top of your marketing itself is a lot. Not only you need to nail down your services and your products and how you sell it, you also need to learn how to do advertising and how to write content, and it's just get very overwhelming very quick. So if you can let someone else do what they know to do best, while you can still focus on getting the best service that you can to your customers, because that's the key for returning customers, that's when you should start hiring.
Excellent. So, just stepping back a couple of steps, I think that oftentimes when people start their business, they don't think about the branding. They don't think about landing that brand message. They don't think about the colors, maybe a logo, but that's as
Right.
far as they've thought when it comes to branding. And
Right.
so, if you have the budget to hire that out, I think it's absolutely necessary to do that, because having a strong brand identity to begin with is such a good idea. So, um,
Yep.
so when it comes to hiring an expert, this is the part where I think a lot of people have been burned, and they're a little bit leery about bringing somebody else on their team. So can you speak as to like how you decide who to bring on, maybe some questions to ask to make sure you're landing the right person?
Absolutely. So when this is a great one actually, because when I introduce myself to people or try to offer my services, a lot of times when you start a conversation on, just direct message on Facebook, for example, people will be very careful. They won't necessarily cooperate, even though they know they need your services, but they don't know you. So the best is to spread the rumor on social media. Share a story, share a post, ask for people to share it, ask for referrals. It's always more convenient to find someone that someone else already worked with and they already trust. Then, very important part of this is to really define what you're looking to hire, because you can say, I just need to build a website. There are hundreds of people out there that can do that, but what's your budget? What's the level of skill you need? Do you need an informative website? Do you need a basic one? Do you need one to sell? Do you need someone that has sales skills to actually turn your website into a, lead machine? You need to know what you need. Then after you're writing all the responsibilities that this person need to have, share this post, ask for people to share. This will help you to find the right person. You can also post on, there is Craigslist out there. There's a bunch of places you can post ads on the jobs once you get it nailed down. Upwork is a great platform. LinkedIn is a great platform. Share the rumor. I also recommend, of course, to do some interviews. If you find, let's say, 4 or 5 people, interview them, see if they really fit, see if you're vibing, see if what they say is actually what you're looking for, see that you can connect and communicate at the level that you're looking for. Next, check reference, reviews, portfolio. This goes back to, I'm keeping giving examples from building a website, because this is something that I do a lot. And you can ask to see a portfolio. It's very visual. You can see if it's what you're looking for, if it's static enough. You can check Google reviews. You can check on Facebook reviews. It's always good. This is connect me back to referrals. If someone has something good to say on you, then and if it repeats itself, then that's a great way to check if you got the right person. Next, of course, after you finally find the right person, I highly recommend to help them and explain, train, and do the onboarding steps, because let's say I hire a virtual assistant right now. She can do what she did so far in other jobs, but if I have a system that already works, then you should do the onboarding and show her how to do it correctly. Now, this brings me one step backwards to the part where if you try to hire, for example, a virtual assistant, check that what you're doing is working. Know what you want. Don't just hire her and trust her to get the job done, because it's not the case. Every business is different. Let's say when I started before a virtual assistant, I needed to figure out what I need to get done in order to find, let's say, 10 new leads or 10 new clients a month. That demand of me to basically make 500 contacts on Facebook, schedule 20 appointments, and close 5 of them. You need to know the numbers, nail it down to the point that before you hire someone, you already know the back ends and you know everything that you need to be done. This will make sure that you got the right person, that is going to get the job right. There are no question asks, and that's how you do it. That's how you will nail it.
Yes, yes. No, it's so interesting too. I think that a lot of people, when they go to hire someone, they often do this very broad categorization of what job they want to have done. So they want a digital marketer, right? Well, a digital marketer is a very broad category. So what part of digital marketing, like you said, do you want a website designer? Do you want somebody to simply manage your social media? Do you want somebody to
Email
actually create your
marketing.
social media? Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Each segment is so specialized and so important to have skills in that area. You do not want to hire somebody that's so general, because what's going to happen is your entire marketing ship is going to sink.
That's right.
And oftentimes it's due to budget. So if you don't have the budget for the whole ship, buy a room at a time.
Yeah.
Because we gradually build, right? It doesn't have to be all or nothing. I think that's where we yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Maayan, thank you for sharing all of the tips that you did. For people who are interested in getting her download, it's 12 tips on how to build a website for your business that works. So if that is of interest to you, it's up in the copy above. So feel free to click there and get in touch with her, get on her list. Maayan, is there anything else that you would like to tell people before we hop off today?
Stay strong. Business can be very tiring sometimes. Seek for help when you're feeling burnt out, and you got this. You got this. Any questions that you have, I am happy to help. Feel free to reach out. I can help you with digital marketing, with Facebook ads, with boosting your website, getting you more traffic to your website, turning it to leads, and of course, building the website. So feel free to reach out with any questions that you have, and I'm happy to be here with you. Thank you.
Of course. And so anyone who's interested in working with Maayan, it's topadonline.com. Is that correct?
That's right.
Awesome. I will tag Maayan in the post here so that people can reach out to you directly if they want to direct message you. But thank you so much for your time and for the information that you put together for us. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a great night. Happy
You
International
too.
Women's Day.
Yes, to you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.